Take it or leave it. The Ravens are the biggest threat to the Pats in the AFC.
I'll leave it. Patrick Mahomes comes back. It's still the Chiefs.
100% agree. I don't even need to talk.
I'll leave it. Same here.
All right. Russell Wilson puts up big numbers in an overtime win for the 7-2 Hawks. Take it or leave it.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it.
That'll win the MVP?
That'll put a big number. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Right.
I'm going to take it.
That'll win MVP.
No. It's about he win the MVP. I think he's going to win it. I think Seattle's going to continue to play the way that they've been playing. I think Russell Wilson is going to continue to play the way that he's been playing. I think Pete Carroll's going to continue to ask him to shoulder the load that he's been asked to shoulder, and I think that's going to be the difference.
I'll take it also. I think Rodgers' performance and Wilson's performance this last week flipped MVP favorites for me because my prediction would be Rodgers would outplay Wilson the rest of the way. But if Wilson is having games where he's outplaying Rodgers, he already built an early lead, and there's going to be he's the sentimental favorite. Like, he's never won one, and it would be nice to acknowledge his greatness with an MVP, particularly when he deserves it. He's going to win it.
Russell Wilson continues to play like this. He's the MVP. Russell Wilson played a game for a quarter without communication with his offensive coordinator, where he called plays, and they won the game.
And by the way,
I know some other guys can do it. But he lost communication and went down for a quarter, I think.
And by the way, he's doing this without the height of a quarterback we expect and without the arm. He does not have, like, Aaron Rodgers has this incredible arm. He doesn't have that kind of arm, and he's doing this.
Yeah, good enough arm.
All right, the once left-for-dead Steelers have now won 3 straight and are a game out of the playoff spot. Take it or leave it. Mike Tomlin will win Coach of the Year. Stephen A.
I'm going to leave it. And the only reason I'm going to leave it is because we can't deny the job that we're seeing from Kyle Shanahan. When you look at Kyle Shanahan and schematically, the misdirection plays that he's been calling, the things that he's been doing to insulate Jimmy Garoppolo while elevating his growth, the running game, some of the innovative things he's been doing offensively, and you see how elite that defense is. There is no denying. I mean, Mike Tomlin has been phenomenal, and he's going to get a lot of coaches fired because we see teams with more talent than the Steelers have doing a poorer job. So Mike Tomlin's excellence as a coach is going to cost a few coaches their head coaching jobs, but I think it's not going to take away from the greatness of Kyle Shanahan this season. I think Kyle Shanahan is going to win Coach of the Year.
I'm going to leave it too, but that's because I think Shanahan will win, not because I think he deserves to win, although he's doing a fantastic job. Mike Tomlin is so clearly and by far the Coach of the Year so far, it's ridiculous to compare anyone to him. Guys, when Shanahan lost Jimmy G, he couldn't win a game. They couldn't win. Mike Tomlin lost Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger, Mason Rudolph. He's sitting at 500. He's winning as much as he's losing. He lost everybody. Mike Tomlin is clearly the Coach of the Year, but he won't win it because Shanahan will.
I'm taking it. Based on what you just said, teams don't recover from that.
Yeah.
95% of your offensive production walked out of the building, and one is standing on the sideline, and you still somehow manage to be 500, to your point, Max. But even more so, the fact that this team believes they can win games, right? Look, we've seen star quarterbacks go out and everything go haywire. But Mike Tomlin holding it together.
All right. Maybe Rivera deserves some credit, too, or should I say Christian McCaffrey. He already has 13 touchdowns and is in the MVP conversation. Take it or leave it. McCaffrey, best running back in the NFL.
Take it. From a multiplicity standpoint, him catching the ball out of the backfield, there's a legit argument for Dalvin Cook and what he's been doing for Minnesota. But right now, Christian McCaffrey is on another level. And we see these type of seasons every once in a while from a player that's like, yo, Christian McCaffrey is going to be good for the rest of his career. This right here possibly could be an outlier with what he's doing.
I was trying to tell people when people were paying lip service to him, he might be the second best running back in football. And no, he's like fifth. What about this? I'll take McCaffrey. But the second best. Look, I can't prove it again because I understand the numbers are what they are. He's having the best season. Yeah. The best running back in football to me, like if there's a league-wide draft and I could take one, I'm taking Saquon Barkley. I don't have to think twice. I do not have to think twice.
Well, I'm gonna take this, but it's not because he's better than Saquon Barkley. It's because he's having a better season, and I can't ignore that. When you consider the fact that he's got 42 receptions out of the backfield, that he's already run for 881 yards, that he's averaging more than 5 yards a carry. without Cam Newton for teams to be worried about, without an elite wide receiver for teams to be worried about.
Yep.
Excuse me? All you basically have is Greg Olsen. And so when I look at it from that perspective and I see what Christian McCaffrey is doing, it comes back to what I'm saying. And I'm going to say it again. It's reverse discrimination. If he were black, playing the running back position, we would be talking about him more. This white dude named Christian McCaffrey as a running back is balling better than anybody at his position.
Remember when they were like, oh, boy, he can't run between the tackles. Christian McCaffrey can do anything you ask him to do on the football field. He's a beast.
All right, let me get to another one here. The first two quarterbacks of the 2019 draft sure don't look like it. Take it or leave it. Sam Darnold, Max, will be better than Baker Mayfield.
I'm going to leave it. I still believe in Baker Mayfield. Even after all this, I believe in Baker Mayfield.
I'm taking it. It has nothing to do with psychological. I think that Sam Darnold is bigger. I think that Sam Darnold has better vision of the football field, and I think he dances less in the pocket. I would say it's going to be Sam Darnold.
I take it as Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold ain't doing nothing but going through what Jared Goff went through with Jeff Fisher.
Just right.
Yeah, but how do you know? Maybe Baker's doing the same thing right now.
Get rid of Adam
coach
Gase.
away.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.